All right, so in this video, we want to simplify the division and multiplications of these rational expressions over here. So actually, this one's the first question. I'll start with this one. So my first question here, I want to start by factoring everything out. So if I look at the top over here, that's a simple trinomial. What multiplies to 4 and adds to -5? That's -4 and -1. So if I factor this, it's x minus 4y times x minus y. And bottom, what multiplies to -28 and adds to 3? That's going to be +7 and -4. Times, then I'll factor this. That is either a simple trinomial or a perfect square. It's just x plus y times x plus y or x plus y squared, because what multiplies to 1 adds to 2. It's just 1 and 1. And last one is a difference of squares, which is just x plus y times x minus y. Now, once I factor, I want to state my restrictions on the denominator. So over here, x cannot equal -7y. Over here, it's +4y. Over here, it's -y. And over here, it's +y. So just on all our denominators. And once you state your restrictions, the final step is to just simplify. So we're going to cancel. I can cancel x minus 4y there. I can cancel x minus y over here. I can cancel an x plus y. So I'm just left with x plus y over x plus 7y. So this is my final solution, and these are my restrictions over here. Let's try the second question over here. This one is a division, so it's going to be slightly different, but I'll explain it. The first thing I want to do is I want to factor. If I look over here, there's actually a common factor of 2. So when I common factor, I'll do it on the side just to save a bit of time and space rather than rewrite the whole step twice for factoring, because I like to get my factoring done in one step. And then this is either a simple trinomial or a perfect square. What multiplies to 9 adds to -6. It's just -3 and -3, or you could just square the bracket. So I'm going to write that over here, a minus 3b, a minus 3b. In the denominator, what multiplies to 10 adds to -7. It's just -5 and -2. And if you ever have a division in the same step as factoring, I like to switch it into a multiplication. And I'm going to flip this fraction upside down. So when I factor this, it's actually the exact same as this. A minus 5b, a minus 2b. And then that is going to be a common factor. My largest common factor there is 4a. And I'm left with a minus 3b. Now, when you're stating restrictions and you have a division that flips into a multiplication, you need to state your restrictions from the denominator, but also from the numerator that has been factored. So, I mean, that has been flipped, not factored. So restrictions from all of these plus these, if you ever flip a division into a multiplication. Start with the first restriction. A cannot equal to 5b. A cannot equal 2b, and then the reason for these restrictions, 5b minus 5b is 0. 2b minus 2b is 0, so your denominator can't be 0. Over here, a cannot be 0. If you ever have a common factor of a, it's 0. This one here, it's 3b. For this one, it's 5b, which is already there. And for this one, it's 2b, which is already here, so I don't need to state them again. Now I can simplify, so we can cancel that and cancel those. So I'm left with 2 times a minus 3b divided by 4a, and 2 over 4 can simplify to 1 over 2. So my final answer is a minus 3b divided by 2a, and these are my restrictions. Let's go to the third and final question of this video. Another division over here. So that over there is a complex trinomial. So I'm going to factor that on the side. So what multiplies to 10 times -1? So -10 and adds to +3. My two numbers are 5 and -2. And I'm going to factor this by grouping. 10x squared plus 5xy minus 2xy minus y squared. Group it in the middle. Common factor here is 5x, and I'm left with 2x plus y. Common factor here is -y, and I'm left with 2x plus y. So 2x plus y, 5x minus y is my final factored solution. So now I'll fill that in over here. Bottom can be factored using difference of squares. So that's just 3x plus y times 3x minus y. Flip this and make it a multiplication sign. So I'm going to factor this bottom over here. That's just a common factor of 4, and I'm left with 3x plus y. And then this I'll factor. It's again common factor of 3x, and I'm left with 2x plus y. So now I can state my restrictions. X cannot, so you can either do restrictions for X or Y in this question, but I'll pick X because I also have a unique solution for X over here. So when I'm starting over here, X cannot equal to, if I hide this, X cannot equal to -y, and I'm just dividing by this number, so -y over 3. Over here, X cannot equal to +y over 3. Over here, X cannot equal to 0. And over here, X cannot equal to -y over 2. Those are all my restrictions. I can just simplify now. 2x plus y and 2x plus y cancel. 3x plus y and 3x plus y cancel. And then I can write this as my final solution. So 4 times 5x minus y divided by 3x times 3x minus y.